Hello Aries friends, this is your September of 2022 Taroscope with Animal Totem. My name is Vickieverlie and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Do not be fooled by imposters. The decks we're going to use today is, we're going to use the Crow Tarot for the initial Celtic Cross. Then we're going to pull cards from my second edition mini rock and roll tarot deck. Page of Rods was under there. Then we're going to pull an Animal Totem card for you for the month. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from a mini Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into your reading. I'm going to shuffle up the Crow Tarot here. So this is a big time. It's a big month because of the Ingress. Because we will be changing seasons. Let me pull out the wheel real quick and just do a real quick information segment about the astrology. Just real quick, not too much astrology. So here you are, you're in Aries. And the sun is going to be moving into Libra, your opposite sign. Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer make up the cardinal cross. And whenever the sun moves across, one of the cardinal cross planets moves into that sign, that is when we go through a seasonal change. And the season, it's a shift in energy that everyone feels. I feel that the people who are among the cardinal cross, like you are, Aries, you feel it the most. Because it's either, in this case it'll be an opposition, but it's either on your sign, squaring your sign, or opposed your sign. But everybody feels it. And that's occurring around the 22nd of the month. I am still offering those Aries Ingress readings till the end of September, so if you want to find out specifically how that might affect you, as well as other stuff for the last part of the year, the last quarter of the year, you can check that out through my website. But let's see what's going on for our Aries friends for this month of September 2022 for Aries, Sun, Rising, Moon, or anybody with prominent Aries in their chart. The Hangman is the first card out, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. Next we have the Four of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in the past, Three of Swords above, Five of Rods, Page of Swords, ooh, there goes my thing, Eight of Rods, Three of Rods, and then the final outcome is the Two of Rods. That kind of leaves you sort of hanging. It's sort of like a decision. Well, you know, it's also Mercury retrograde for a good majority of the month too. I'm not sure the dates on that, but a lot of September we're going to be in Mercury retrograde. The whole gist of this reading, especially with the Hangman being the first one out here, it's like, let's not make any harsh decisions yet. Let's not make any uninformed decisions the guides are coming through with. Let's make sure that we have all the information, and know that many of you may be dealing with some opposition with these two cards here. We've got this Five of Rods with the battle going on, and then the Three of Swords. You know, that can be heartbreak and sorrow. But the final outcome is a Two of Swords. So that says that the decision is yours. The decision is yours to make. You don't have to go down this road of turbulence here. It's interesting to me that on this card that the crow is looking towards what we would consider the past over here. So it's to me that's saying, you need to listen to your past mistakes. Learn from your past mistakes. Aries, a lot of times you're so innovative and you're so, let's damn the torpedoes, full steam ahead. But you are also, you can be overly impulsive and just charge in here. So this is not the month to charge in. You are crossed by this Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a particular person. Now, there's no gender in my readings, so just because it's a queen doesn't mean it's a female necessarily. But it's maybe an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo. This could be something that crops up during the time of Virgo, which will be in the time of Virgo for the first few weeks of the month until the 22nd or so when we move into Libra. This could also be somebody that you're dealing with in a financial way, like some kind of a money thing that you're dealing with. There's offers coming. And this Page of Swords to me, For some reason I want to say he's escaping, or you have an escape route or something. I might put that as your headline. Escape route. You have an escape route. There's an offer coming. There's a way to go forward, and it could be very wonderful for you. The Three of Rods, your ships could be coming in. And then you have this Eight of Rods too, or excuse me, it's the Seven of Rods. I thought it was the Eight. But that's further, emphasizing like this struggle. But again, look at the particulars on this in this deck. He's above the struggle. He's not there in the struggle and there in the struggle. But this guy, which would represent you, is above the struggle, and they're looking. You need to consider the past and you need to consider the future. You need to not make the same mistakes going forward, because of course, I believe it was Einstein who said, making the same mistakes over and over again is while changing nothing, is the definition of insanity. So as this shift in season, look back on what happened before. Look back at this Knight of Swords energy. The Knight of Swords may be somebody coming in with this offer. Let's do some more cards from the Rock and Roll Tarot 3rd edition here and get some more insight. So you are a fire sign energy. So you're going to show up as either the first adult fire sign that shows up will represent you. So that could be the Knight of Rods, the Queen of Rods, or the King of Rods. Or, yeah, let's see here. What is up for Aries friends? What do they need to know for the month of September 2022? 9 of Pentacles. Nice. So it does look like there could be, I'm going to zoom in a tinge, there could be some money situations coming. Have strength. You're building something financially. Your wish is coming true, so that's a beautiful thing. So if you tuned into this reading with a specific question in mind, you're getting a yes on it. You're getting the wish card coming true there. Let's see. I want to find you, and here you are. You're showing up as the Queen of Rods. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female or whatever you identify with. In this reading, the Queen of Rods is you. Look at this. Isn't this interesting? It's interesting because you have the Seven of Rods again, but also here's that Queen of Pentacles again. And if you recall, in the very first spread, that was the one that was crossing over you, causing you problems. And if you look at it here, here's the Queen of Pentacles again with this card of struggle and, and struggle on both sides of her. I'm hearing clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. My voice is fried. I'm getting over being sick, so I'm not going to try to sing. But here I am, stuck in the middle with you. So, because that song came through, that particular lyric, some of you might feel that way. You might feel like I'm stuck in the middle. I got alliances with the past, but I want to move to the future. There's somebody standing in my way, causing a lot of stress, but maybe we have a past together. There's a lot of different scenarios of how this could fall out. But looking at where you're standing, you are right next to the Chariot, which I love. The Chariot is card of movement, moving forward, but it's also the highest success card in the deck. It also represents the phoenix rising from the ashes. So you have the capacity and you have the ability to rise above any of this struggle, whatever you've been in bondage to, because you have the Devil right next to it. Star and angels, spirit and angels are over here, and they are showing the way. But you're going to have the very first card out. Now remember this, Aries, was that you had this Hangman. So it's not, and with Mercury retrograde too, it's not necessarily a time of go, 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 do, 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 which is, that's your modum operatus or whatever. That's how you normally function in the world. This is a time to step back, think before you act, make some decisions, go into visualization mode. Instead of pushing, 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 try going inward, doing some creative visualization. There's something about here, I feel like this is representing you when you were a child. And remember in the very first part of the reading, this card stayed behind. And I picked it up and put it back in the deck, but it did stay behind. So this is also, the second time that this the Page of Rods has shown out, and it's right by you. So visualize, maybe for some of you, it's some childhood dream that you've had. And it could come back around again. Maybe you abandoned your childhood dream and now it's time to pick it up again. Maybe when you were a child, most of us, when we're children, we have that great imagination going. We have that creative visualization. We do it all the time. So it's time to go back to this childlike, and you had the Fool over here too. Yeah, that Fool really grabbed me when it came out. So they're telling you, look back at the past, learn from your mistakes, but it's definitely a time of moving forward into the future. Into the future, and time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping. Looking into the future, maybe not necessarily acting in the future. Let me grab I do have my little book here, because I probably should talk about, you're the first ones today. Sometimes I do you first, sometimes I go in backwards order, but I started at the beginning today. So let's just see, when is that, Mercury gonna go direct anyhow. Well, I wish somebody would come out with a book with large print. If you're out there, anybody, I try to do it, but it's just too much work. People who are still using print books, highly likely that they're a little older, like me, and highly likely that they can't see this little tiny print. So anybody from Llewellyn, if you're watching, it's really hard to see. Yeah, Mercury is going retrograde on the 10th and will be retrograde for the entire month after that. So this is not the month to go full steam ahead. This is the time of month. Let me put that Mercury retrograde over here. Mercury retrograde on the 10th. Okay. Visualizing, thinking back to the past, and maybe this thinking back to the past too is, what is your childhood dream? It could be like that. Recapturing that childhood dream. I put that as your thing. Recapture that dream. Recapture that dream. 'Cause a dream lives on forever. I guess I believe that I'll see you one day, for without it there is no dream. So long ago and so far away, ooh, but a dream lives on. I can't hit that high note. Forever. All right, let's get our animal totem. There, popped right out, didn't it? The grasshopper. Okay, grasshopper. The grasshopper is like the, it means leap forward, but whatever I hear in that way, grasshopper, the kung fu master voice, which I just heard, that talks about, you being the apprentice, being new, being young again, being new again. And Aries, that's you. You're always new again. You're the first sign of the zodiac. You're always starting over. And with these different, these cardinal ingress, these seasonal changes, it's a new season. It's a great time to start over. For some of you of a certain age, you might have been when that show was on TV, Kung Fu, which was in the 70s sometime, I think late 70s. It might even be back to that time frame. But this could also be you as your wise master self of now talking to your younger self, you being the future self. People always say, well, ask your future self. Well, you're the future self to this person. You can get all tangled up in quantum craziness. But let's read the card. Health, blessings, fertility, the gift of song. Inspired creation reveals your true spirit. Reincarnationing, discovering your true soul's path. Advancement by leaps and bounds. Yeah, you are going to have advancement by leaps and bounds, but I think it's more of a time of planning right now. It's more a time of assessing the situation, looking at your past mistakes, making a plan to go forward. Definitely you've got some flack from this Queen of Pentacles, and whoever that represents is going to, of course, be different in every case, but shows up twice blocking you, and then right here surrounded by these kind of cards. So Queen of Pentacles can be an obstacle that you have to overcome. Maybe I'm hearing live to fight another day. I might put that as your thing, live to fight another day. This might not be the time to do that, fight another day. Maybe this is a time to stop fighting them, just retreat. Instead of trying to make it happen in the physical world, make it happen in the quantum field, in the astral plane. Visualize, walk into it that way, and then the universe. You've got the world here. The world could fall in around it. It's going to be different for everybody. But this is your reading for the month of September. Again, don't forget about those Ingress readings. Very valuable tool to look at from here to the end of the year. And I will be addressing some of the major astrological things that have been going on, and you can see how it affects you particularly. If you're interested, you can find that on my site, as well as all the books and decks and everything that I do have. I have several, just check it out. I have custom art, I have all sorts of creative endeavors that I participate in. And by by buying all these different things, you get something nice for yourself, number one, but you also help keep this channel going year after year, which I'm coming up on my 10th year already. In February, it'll be 10 years since I started the tarot readings, the first tarot reader on YouTube. So thanks you for those who've been with me all along, and for the newcomers, please do hit that subscribe button. It's so appreciated. Remember, you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Have a great month, and we'll talk to you again soon.